So let's take a look at the World of Gaming Apparel exhibit. Let me introduce Sean of True Rares.
It's me and Johnny over here. Johnny is Johnny Collects on Instagram, and we have brought a museum of curated pieces for everyone to enjoy, ranging from iconic and historic shirts, competition, internal developer, promo, catalog supplies, you name it, and we're just here to show them off and show the amazing pieces that everyone goes crazy for.
So Sean, how did you begin preserving these amazing pieces of gaming history?
I guess it started about 20 years ago. I wanted to relive the childhood that I never had because I was raised poor, California poor, right? Which meant that we could have a Sega, I couldn't afford a Nintendo, and I could have maybe a game or two a year. So my buddies, when I was a kid, they would have Nintendos. I would go over to their house, I would play their Nintendos, and I had some really nostalgic, great joys spending time with my childhood friends and playing games because I never had a Nintendo. So for me, it was more like going back and trying to recreate the nostalgia that I had as a child and to obtain the things that I couldn't afford when I was younger. And that kind of turned into more of a preservational agenda as I grew older and started doing well in life and started having spare income that I could actually spend on this stuff.
I love hearing stuff like that. Sean, would you mind walking us through some of the most special pieces in the exhibit?
I'd say for a non-shirt, the top one for me would be this Mario Kart 64 suit. So it's a full, thick tracksuit, racing suit, and this was made for an event that was in Germany. And I'll show you some of the original materials here. So this is the event. It was basically a play games and race karts event that they did. And the grand prize was a Mario Kart or 10,000. Wow. We don't know if they picked the money or the kart, so I'm unsure if someone actually got it.
I'm sure you would pick the kart, right?
I would have picked the kart myself.
Yeah.
Definitely, I would have picked the kart. Look at it, it's gas. The thing was haul ass,
yeah.
You know? So of all of the larger pieces I have, I'd say that one is my favorite. Technically, there are two of them, but the two managers who had them, one of them, his wife, about 10 years ago, threw it in the bins.
Wow.
So we don't know if it survived. This may be the only one left.
Jeez.
I'd say accompanying to that is the F1 racing suit. Similar thing. It was in Germany. Nintendo sponsored the F1 Grand Prix, and they also released the game for Nintendo 64. And you can see their concept art they made for the store layouts. Right here. They had actual F1 Indy cars in the stores.
Oh man.
Advertising it. So racing is huge in Germany.
Yeah.
And this is where they, do it. I'd say the very first Street Fighter textile that was made, before Capcom knew that Street Fighter was going to be a big thing, they had just released it and they had hosted a local competition, and this was the first shirt that they produced for the game.
Wow.
And 2 months later, they had another competition. That's the second shirt right there, that California shirt. So both of those are iconic. '92 Campus Challenge jacket. So everyone knows the Nintendo World Championship, but not as many people know the 1992 Campus Challenge. And you can see the Nintendo World Championship jumpsuit right there. There's an orange, and then right next to it, you'll see there's a blue as well. So those were worn by all of the employees at the 1990 Nintendo World Championships. The cameramen, the people moving the kiosks, the MCs, the gameplay counselors. If you watch the archival footage, everyone was wearing it. It was a really cool time. This is a less known PowerFest jacket. It's a lot more rare than these jumpsuits. 2 have been found. And in terms of shirts, my number 1, this is the very first shirt that Nintendo of America created. And they made this shirt to promote the Nintendo Advanced Video System at the SCS in summer, June 3rd, 1985. This is before it was called the Nintendo Entertainment System.
Wow.
All right. So this was handed out to press who attended the event. There wasn't a really great response. Once they rebranded, they went with the Rob stuff. They did the Nintendo test market launch in New York. This was 4 months later. This is when they actually stocked the shelves, and they had this test market in New York where they actually launched what eventually became the Nintendo Entertainment System. So this is the second shirt that Nintendo of America made. This is the only one that's been found. There have been 3 of these that have been found of this white one. And I'd say third runner-up is the first Final Fantasy shirt that is made.
I was looking at this earlier.
So this was a promotion, and I have the best accompanying item for you. If you'll walk with me.
All right. Oh, wow. Yeah, I already see it.
This is Stefan's. This is the original art for that shirt. And that is on the right is the cutout from Nintendo Power that promotes it. And on the left, you see the original artwork for it.
That is incredible.
So I'd say those are my favorite pieces in the collection.
Man, Sean, thank you so much for taking the time to just walk me through this amazing exhibit. I've been wanting to see this exhibit since its inception, and I've just never been in the right place at the right time. And I knew that coming to Pasadena, Socal Gaming Expo for the first time, and seeing
All the
it
way
with
from
this,
Atlanta.
all the way from Atlanta,
Yeah.
I was not going to miss this. So I'm going to tell my wife to come by here too, because I noticed the shoes over there as well. So, but Sean, thank you so much again.
Yeah, pleasure to meet you, man.
Yeah.